Sorry, give me just a second. There we go. Ooh, careful when I bump the cameras. Alright, where is this one hanging out? Over here? Painting on a dirty palette today because because none of it matters. Alright, so. First things first. Figure out how I want to replace that. I'll probably do damage there. Okay, so. First thing I want to focus on is weathering and retoning down some of the spots. So right now I'm just toning it all down to German gray. Because I definitely want this to have, while realistic in terms of lighting, I want this paint job to definitely be more illustrative as well, to sort of match you know, obviously the comics and the anime and all that, so that at least is the idea there. But thanks for hanging out on this little surprise extra fun stream. As I'm sure you've read, there are only 3 spots left for the summer atelier that we announced like 2 days ago. So that event is almost all the way sold out. So if you're on the fence about it, holler at somebody. You gotta holler at me and make that decision. Building this model wasn't too hard. It was sort of confusing just because I didn't know what parts I could ignore since I'm just gluing it all to be stationary. But once I got around that, it wasn't too bad. And then I'm just going to mask off the area on the cockpit and just airbrush the actual cockpit, the glass. And that should work out pretty well. Just doing some weathering on all of our base red. You can see where that German gray dried though. It looks really, really nice. Do the little line work there on the panel. That's easy. Now this one's in shadow, so I don't have to really do much. We'll go ahead and shadow out this side. What's up? How's it going, everybody watching on Twitch and YouTube, as well as Facebook? Give me 1 second, sorry, I'm checking a message. If Chrome will actually load, there we go. So. Cool. Okay. Hey Brian, how's it going? All right. One thing to mention, I did already clear coat this, so that's why these like glazes that I'm putting on that are super wet, that's why they have so much like bite to them, because it actually has quite a bit to grip onto in terms of sort of a texture there. But I really like it. It makes everything much I don't know, it isn't necessarily smooth, it's just interesting the way that it works, but it's the Vallejo Mecha Airline, which this is, I guess, extremely appropriate for. With this old Bandai model. You can see how that paint, see how it got wet and it just immediately went down the lines there. It's because of the varnish. So what I'll be doing tonight is essentially everything pre-airbrush round 2. So, all the base damaging, weathering, shading, and then it'll get another round of airbrushing, and then all like the edge highlight work and stuff like that. Put a bunch of that German gray down, so I'm just gonna move it around. Bumped my head on the camera with the super beanie on today. It's very fashionable. I hope you appreciate it. It's called fashion. All the other parts I'm just going to paint down German gray and then do edge work on. Scrapes and stuff. But shout out to everybody that has already booked for the awesome event this summer. Again, we only have 3 spots left, so if you are interested, definitely, you know, hit me up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, definitely check out the Facebook page. You'll be able to see all of that information. So I want to go much darker right inside of there because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of hand brush work on those edges, so we'll just get it real dirty. remember, I'm doing that forced feathering technique with pretty much all of this, so I'll be going in with the glaze and then feathering just directly with nothing but water. It allows me to do large sections of shadow without really having to work at all. And it's consistent, it's reliable. You can pretty much always get the same result. Pretty much. You can see how much water is going on there, though. There we go. Perfecto. What was that noise? I'm hearing noises out here. Alright. Mess with that later. So I'm sort of weathering out these different sections of the plane, or sorry, whatever, ship. So that way there's a little bit of variance in them, because they're all going to get the same edge work and stuff, but this way there's just that slight hue shift. But it's not much of a hue shift, right, because it's the same hue that we're using for all the shadows. So it all is going to work together. You can see how nice that looks. Very, very subtle. Obviously it's all wet, so as it dries it'll start to come together a little bit more. I'm going to wash that edge off, that's why I just got that really wet. cool. We need more German gray out there. Let's go ahead and paint this out as well. It's actually, depending on how much I want to weather this, I may not be airbrushing as much as I was just thinking, so I'll go ahead and just block in all these other areas so that you sort of know where our contrast is going. I'm not doing the lighting directly from above, I'm doing it from like this, as if you're seeing the ship like that. There you go. So that way at a little bit of an angle and I'll mount it on top of something like that. Yeah, the colors that we're going to be using on the red itself are going to be orange red from War Colors Single Coat, and then vermilion from Vallejo. There are a couple spots that I need to go back and clean up as well on this model, but they're so minor, and I know that the colors, like literally there are only really 2 colors we're using for this whole thing, so I'm gonna do the cleanup and then any of that other work at the end. This is still mobile. Doesn't need to be, but it is. Can't remember. That whole thing is okay. What's cool is it also came with gigantic miniatures for the characters, and I might actually paint those up just for fun to go with the mini for the ship. That also gets painted, but that's what we're holding this whole time, so that's why I don't really want to mess with it yet, at least. Okay, so now that we have all that stuff blocked in, I'm gonna keep working here with our shadows and weathering. So if it's like, okay. So I actually need it to, there we go. Sorry, I have to hold it at this angle. Just so I can get that color to taper that direction. Such a good technique too, because like you saw that stuff came over the edge. Literally, you just wipe it with the brush, it comes off because it's so thin. It's genius, but there we go. There's that nice little soft transition. Okay. Man, I can tell you one thing for sure. This thing's gonna need multiple clear coats as I'm working on it. One reason I'm not going with black too, I'm going with this sort of bluish gray color. It actually looks more like a cartoon, I feel like, because it's not like super, I guess like realistic contrast on it. At least that's what I'm telling myself here. How do I, okay. Oh, by the way, I'm now a media partner with a creature caster. So I'll be getting a set of Pro Acryl paints from them, so that's exciting. I got that email today as well. We honestly just have like a bunch of insane emails going on. I love this effect that's going on over here. I am wanting to do silver weathering on it as well, so like chips in the paint. So like I said, it's going to be illustrative, but also realistic. I don't know. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, and I'm just painting something for myself. It's usually an interesting mix of the two. So weather that off. So this is pure German gray that I'm applying. Okay, so it would be further along the back here. To about halfway. So this is like the angle that I'm envisioning the lighting from, so that's why I'm sort of looking at where I want the harshest shadows to be. Okay. To just like barely increase that effect. Cool, so that darkened that up enough. So I think that's pretty much it for me needing like a lot of forced shadow. So now we can sort of start playing around with the red. Gotta be a little bit darker like that. Go. Alright, so let me... Ooh, too much there, but that's okay. We'll just move it. We'll just move it around like that. There we go. Okay, so I want to start the work around the cockpit area. I think that's going to be the easiest place. Get a good angle for you. Okay. See if I back that out, the camera will pick up the color better. There we go. And remember too, that's not even the brightest version of that red. because the vermilion goes on top. So now I'm gonna practice putting on the vermilion to see how that looks. So that'll be like a little test section. Yeah, obviously with larger sections that's gonna be much more work, but okay, so then the vermilion. One reason I did the orange-red beneath, because it helps this vermilion show up like as much as possible in sort of that pink orangey area. There we go, yeah. So that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the shift from sort of that warm orangey to that really, let me back it up so you can see it better. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet, let's do it on this side. Sweet. I might actually, oh, well, I forgot I disassembled the airbrush. If I was able to hit this with that clear coat and mat it all down, you would really see that crazy color jump. The problem is everything's so satiny as a result of the paint itself. That slight reflection it's creating really makes it hard to see on camera exactly the color shift that happens, but it's not a lot of work to do, but it definitely is not the simplest thing I could be doing. But obviously in smaller, tighter sections like this is where most of the work would happen. Larger areas, I'm going to sort of let that base color work be the majority of it. Sorry, let me check my phone. Let me check my phone. Interesting. Okay. Here we go, got the really pinky magenta glow going on there. Let's see who's in here. Hey David, how's it going? Hey Josh. Pretty much know it's going to be really bright up to there. So I need like a pure section of coverage with that orange red before the other one. It's so hard to get correctly. It is pretty big, but it's not huge. Alex McKenzie. Yeah, so, no, your favorite anime is Hamtaro, dude. I know that for a fact. Used to wear a shirt every day in school. And you'd be like, hamsters are friends, not pets. Used to, like, do little rallies. I remember all that, dude. I remember. No, I'm just joking though. Alex's family wouldn't let him watch anime when he was growing up. So his favorite anime was VeggieTales. I think that's, if I'm remembering correctly, I think that's the deal. You were just like super into VeggieTales. Alex and I know each other. I'm not just like randomly roasting somebody. Even though I've done it before, but. Yeah, I could change the color balance settings on the camera so that you could see these colors a little bit easier, but I'll just take a photo and share it afterwards. That way you'll get a better idea. Yeah, I am using two heavily competing values here. There we go. There we go. Wow, with the VeggieTales emojis. Wow, okay. Okay. Alright, well, that is a sharp turn the chat has made on Facebook. That is so interesting. Sweet. Yeah, it looks killer. Definitely happy about that. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that either. Thank you for subscribing on Twitch with your Prime. Yeah, if you guys have Amazon Prime, by the way, those of you watching, and you can make a Twitch account and sign up for free for Twitch Prime on my account. So that helps me out because I get paid. So if you want to do that, that would be really, really, really cool. Supremely awesome if you're not using that Twitch Prime for anybody else. And you have Amazon Prime. It's like free money in your pocket, you know? Free support dollars. That sounded like a rap name, support dollars. Free support dollars, he's locked up. Alright, so I am happy with that. Obviously, this is going to be quite a bit of work on the rest of the mini, but, or well, not even a mini. I wonder if I can even get a good photo of this because the colors are so wild. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to use this camera, the actual camera I have set up live, and I'm going to have to take it down and then take a photo because my regular camera has no idea what it's looking at. It just is showing me a reflection. So, but that's sort of the problem with working in red. But anyway, that'll be it for tonight. I'm excited to be playing around with this spaceship, though. This is the Swordfish 2 from Cowboy Bebop. So for those of you that are familiar with that show, that's what this is from. But either way, that'll be it for now. I'm probably going to take a break anyway since I spent all the time building it and then painting it immediately. I need to get some dinner and sort of get ready for the rest of the day. But that is it. If you are interested, again, in the summer... Get rid of that dumb beanie. Oh, look at my hair, though. Maybe not. If you're interested in the summer atelier, remember, we only have 3 slots left. And honestly, if somebody books and takes up like one more of the beds, I'm just gonna say the whole thing's booked and we're done. So either way, it's only been out for like 2 days and it's pretty much completely booked. But I'm very excited about that. We have the venue booked. It is awesome. It has like 5 bedrooms, really, really cool. And yeah, so definitely check that out if you are interested. You can check out the big post on Facebook. There's also a video explaining everything about it on Facebook, and that's it. So thanks so much. I will see you guys most likely on Monday, and have a good rest of your weekend.